So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's video where we are going to be diving into the next season, or the next, not a season, is it? The next series, okay? Because I want you guys to vote. I want some more input on this. I'm doing this now because, look, we're probably going to be finished with this Everton series, which is, you know, it's been a good fun time. I've enjoyed it. I hope you guys have as well, but we're probably going to be finished within the next couple of weeks. We're already in, like, match day, I think, 32. Depending on how the Champions League and the FA Cup goes, it could be even shorter. So I want to get this going now so I know who I'm going to pick and we can get everything set up. Okay, the way it's going to work is I'm probably going to get a patch. You know, I know a lot of people are talking about the, Virtua Red patch. Something that just works well. And then we can have all the charts. That's my main thing, is if I'm using an option file, we can't get the chance because the unlicensed teams, it's hard to license them and do all this stuff. So if we just get a patch that works out the box, as long as it's going to stay updated when data packs come out and it's not going to stop me from updating the game, etc., then we'll be fine. So yeah, the next series is probably going to be even more realistic in that sense. But yeah, this is what we're going to be doing, okay? I'm going to have a link in this video. There's a description link, all right? Check it out in the pinned comment. Go over there and vote after you've watched this video. Make sure you watch the video first because I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on why I've chose these teams. First of all, we're going for La Liga, okay? I've already done the Premier League many times. I played in Serie A last season with AC Milan, and I haven't played in La Liga in a long time, and I think it's probably the best thing to do. So we're going to be going there. Now, I'm not going to be picking a 5-star team, all right? So no Barcelona, no Real Madrid. We won't be Atletico Madrid either. I think that's probably a little bit too easy. We're still going to be playing on Legend, by the way, so it's still not going to be easy. Especially when you start off because the team spirit isn't there. But I'm not picking a 5-star team, all right? I've got 3 4-star teams, and I've got 3 4.5-star teams. Now, a lot of you guys have recommended me these teams, but you've got to take into account, folks, that I can't really use a really low team. I don't have enough time. There's not going to be enough time for me to sit here for 4 or 5 seasons, which is what you would need. It took us a good few seasons with Everton, and I think they were a 4.5-star team, to get any silverware. So maybe, you know, PES 2022, we can do a really low team and then grind through it and try and win some trophies that way. But for this, no, we're not going to do it. So let me dive through the teams that are going to be on the poll. All right, so this is the plan. Go and vote after this, as I said, for the team you want to choose. After I have a good selection of votes, so that's why you have to vote, I'm going to narrow it down maybe to the top 2, and then we vote for the final team. So the first team that we have is that brilliant team, that, isn't it? Vote for them. Athletic Club, all right, or Athletic Club Bilbao. Now, they're a 4-star team, as you can see. 78 forwards, 74 for the mids, 78 for the defenders. Now, the thing about Athletic Club Bilbao, and if I was to be them, then I probably should stick by their rule, is that they only allowed to sign, Spanish players and something else. Can't remember the exact term. But yeah, that's what makes it interesting with Athletic Club. Now, this is a look at the team. They're not bad. I mean, they've got a couple of 80s at the back, 78 on the right there, Yuri on the left with an 81. Yeah, mid-70s in the middle is probably where they're lacking the most. Midfield is where we probably try and bolster it. Up top, they do have Williams, who is an exceptionally fast player. So he could be fun to play with. You know, he can play on the right, can play on the left, can play straight down the middle. But apart from him, there's not really a whole lot. I mean, Raul Garcia is too old, really, isn't he? 34 years of age. You definitely probably want to pick someone else up. And when you look on the bench, it's not great when it comes to the forwards. So this is why I think there's room to grow with this team. But they're not OP. You know, Williams would be a savior if he's going to do anything. So there's the first team. I don't know what formation. I mean, I probably would still look at a 3-5-2. And also, I'm not going to sign any of the same players apart from Luigi. We'll bring Luigi with us, but I will not sign any other players. That I have in my Everton Master League now, just to keep it fresh. Okay, so there's the first team, Athletic Club Bilbao. If you like the look at them, go and vote for them. The next team is going to be Sevilla. Now, Sevilla a little bit better, as we know. 4.5-star, 81 for the forwards, 81 midfield, 80 for defenders. So definitely better than Athletic Club. And they've won, they've won the Europa League recently, didn't they? Was it last season? Did they win it? I think so. Can't remember. And you look at their team, it's not bad. They probably lack a little bit on the left-back position. They've got a decent midfield. I mean, Rakitic is there. We've got his Jordan guy on the bench. Fernando's there as well. And then up top, you've got De Jong. You've got Pape Gomez. Used to play for, what's her name? Atalanta. Munir on the right as well. And then you've got Suso, Ocampos. So they are not a bad team, this side, at all. Definitely better than Athletic Club. So probably an easy ride for us. But still, we are going to be up against the Real Madrids, the Barcelonas and all that. Actually, they have Acuna here as a left back. So, yeah, they're not a bad team, Sevilla. Very, very good. So if you like the look at them, once again, head over there and give it a vote. Next up, we have Real Betis. All right, now they're a 75 for the forwards. They've got a better midfield with an 80, and then defensively a 76. If we take a look at their team, all right, blimey, I nearly died. Oh, I had a cough. Anyway, back to the drawing board. So yeah, they're, not a bad team at all as well. I mean, they've got Joe Robles in goal. He's actually played for Man United in my Master League. They got Mandy at the back and Bartra. Emerson on the right, Marino on the left, and then, decent defensive mids there. Rodriguez, Carvalho, Canales as well in there, Joaquin, Fakir, and Lauren Moron. What a name. Lauren Moron. That's a bit harsh. So yeah, they're not a bad lineup. It's not a bad lineup. Probably lacking a little bit up top, I would say. Only a 79 here for Iglesias, so... that's probably where we try and bolster. But overall, Real Betis, I'd probably say slightly better than Athletic Club, player-wise. But, not as good as Sevilla. So, that's another option. If you like the look at Real Betis, head over and vote. Next up, we got the famous Valencia. Now, a lot of you have mentioned Valencia. They are... not doing as well as they probably should. Need a bit of a rebuild, I think. So a 79 on the forward, 76 and 79 defensively. And if we have a look at their squad, this is what we're looking at. So you've got Gomez up top with Vallejo, Gudes on the left, Wass on the right. So yeah, they are lacking a lot here in this team, but there's definitely room to grow. Gamero on the bench, Catrone, Shidasev as well. So, yeah. I mean, they're alright. We got Sillerson in goal. You can always click like that, and then it puts the better players in there for you. So, yeah, Valencia, potential. They definitely need to be bolstered, and could be an option. So, once again, head over there and vote if you like the look of Valencia. All right, the final two. So we've got Real Sociedad I've decided to go for here. Not a bad team at all. Now, they also have a couple of players that we were looking at purchasing for the Master League. So they've got, Ramiro in goal there. Let's just change it around. Isaac up top. So we know about this guy. Well, I don't know about him because I didn't snap him up. But I was looking at buying him. Obviously, his stats are probably not as good. I think he's an 80-something now on my playthrough. Oyazabal. A lot of people recommend this guy as well. He's a good player. So he's there. Porto on the right. You've got Marino in there. Iloramendi. And, of course, David Silva. If you like to play with a former Man City man. And then you've got Januzaj on the bench too. We know all about him from Man United. So, yeah, I quite like the look of Real Sociedad. Not a bad team at all. Decent in the middle. Little bit of quality up top. Probably, definitely up there with the likes of Sevilla. So, probably less of a challenge, but, room to grow them as well. So, if you like Real Sociedad, go and vote for them. And the final team is Villarreal. Okay, so they're a 79 with the forwards, an 81 midfield, a 79 defensively. And, they can be a tough team to face. They certainly can. Asensio in goal. We got Albio. He's got to be old now, isn't he? 35. Ruben Pena on the right. Petreza on the left. They play very kind of narrow here. And Alcacera up top. So, yeah, they're not bad. Coquelin's in there. Probably, I would say, not as good as Real Sociedad player-wise. But once again, there's room to grow. There's quality in the side. And, you know, there's no one extreme. This one, I'm not picking teams with, like, you know, 85, 80... Well, Oyazabal was like an 85, but he's probably the only player. All the rest of these players are like high 70s, low 80s. You know, some of them are older, so they're not really going to grow a whole lot. They've already sort of matured into their, you know, prime. So, there we go. So, those are the teams, folks. Okay, go and vote right now in the link in the description and the pinned comment. We've got Athletic Club, 4-star team, potential, but it will be difficult with them because they can only sign certain players. So if we try and stick by the laws of who they actually buy, that's going to make it, yeah, very, very tough. Then we have Sevilla, the second team on the list. A good team, a lot of quality in this, probably the better team out of all these ones. So will be less of a challenge, but we could go straight out the gates and try and compete. Then we have Real Betis. Once again, there's some good players in there. Fekir, Joaquim, Carvalho in there. There's some good quality lads. Fekir as well. Not quite as good as Sevilla, but could certainly contend and compete. And then we have Valencia, another 4-star team right there. How are they compared to Real Betis? Once again, they're very, very similar, but Valencia have just lost the plot a little bit. They need to get back to winning. So we definitely splash the cash when we can and try and snap up some players. But I don't know how much money we're going to have. That's going to be the hard part, and that's why it's always trial and error when you start these things. And then we have Real Sociedad, a 4.5-star team. As we spoke about, they've got David Silva, Isaac up top, Yazabal's in there, Iloramendi. Yeah, they're probably up there with the likes of Sevilla. A lot of quality in this side. And then finally, we have Villarreal. Not bad. Once again, decent players, averaging, you know, high 70s, low 80s, and room to grow. As we keep saying, room to grow. That's the point of this. We're going to grow the teams. So there we have it. That is my my selection. So I want you guys to head over to the link, go and vote. After we have a good substantial amount of votes, we'll narrow it down to whoever's winning, and then you guys will decide between like the top two, okay? And then we go from there. I just didn't want to do Barcelona. I know Spoonie did one with Barcelona as well. Real Madrid, nah, I don't want to do it with a top team. Just because, you know, I want to do it with a decent team. I'm not saying these teams aren't decent, but picking someone like Barcelona or Real Madrid, they're already that good. There's not a whole lot we can do with them. So I think this is a decent choice. Anyway, you let me know. Go and vote. I keep saying it, but that's the whole point of this video, just to make you guys go vote, 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 vote. And then we'll come back and we'll dissect it, and then we will pick a winner. So yeah, leave a comment. Let me know who you want out of this as well. So you can leave a comment as well, by the way, over on the voting if you have Facebook. It's quite a nice little poll thing. I'll put the badges of the teams. Just simply vote. It's only one vote per person. So you can't change your mind. So don't change your mind willy-nilly. Once you vote, that's it, folks. So yeah, go over there, vote. I'll be back shortly. Leave a comment. Let me know who you want out of those and possibly why. And then we'll start dissecting it further. Anyway, we'll be back shortly with Master League. Just a short one today, but, you know, I want to get this rolling because I like to get things sorted out. And if you've got any good patches, let me know as well. I'll probably end up using, like, the Virtua Red one, but, you know, whatever works, works. I just want the chance, mainly, because having that atmosphere in the ear when you're playing and watching, it'll be so much better. So, anyway, enough blabbering. Till next time, be safe, take care. And take care. Okay, take care.